Supreme Commander Zorgax sneered at the view screen, showing the pitiful Earth ships approaching his mighty Valkyrie battle fleet. The primitive human vessels were dwarfed by his own 3-kilometer-long dreadnoughts. Their puny weapons would barely dent his ship's advanced shielding. "Look at those pathetic human warships," Zorgax scoffed to his second-in-command. "So small and fragile. This will be the easiest conquest in Valkyrie history. Open fire and wipe them out." The Valkyrie ships unleashed a devastating barrage of plasma cannons and antimatter missiles, expecting to instantly vaporize the human fleet. To Zorgax's shock, not only did the human ships survive the onslaught, they scattered with incredible speed and began swarming his dreadnoughts like angry hornets. "Impossible," Zorgax exclaimed as the human vessels weaved and dodged with unbelievable agility, nimbly evading the Valkyrie salvos. No ships that small should be able to move like that, and their hulls should have crumpled like tinfoil. The bridge displays showed Valkyrie shields, straining as the human ships blasted away at point-blank range with some kind of advanced particle beams and hypervelocity railguns. Zorgax watched in disbelief as the swarms of human ships buzzed around his lumbering dreadnoughts, striking weak points with surgical precision. "Supreme Commander, our shields are failing," an officer cried out in alarm. "Their weapons are tearing through our armor like it's made of paper." Zorgax paled as damage reports flooded in. The smallest human ships, barely 100 meters long, were unleashing firepower comparable to Valkyrie cruisers 10 times their size. And they moved so fast, dancing effortlessly around the clumsy Valkyrie point defenses. Whoever had designed these ships was either a genius or a madman. Perhaps both. "Order all ships to concentrate fire on the biggest human ships," Zorgax commanded, trying to regain control of the situation. 600-meter-long human battleships were tearing huge gashes in the hulls of his precious dreadnoughts. How could this be happening? Valkyrie intelligence had assured him that human military technology was centuries behind the galactic standard. To Zorgax's horror, his gambit proved futile. The human behemoths shrugged off the Valkyrie assault like it was a light rain. Their impossibly resilient armor seemed to absorb or deflect everything thrown at it, as if protected by some infernal magic. All the while, they continued ravaging Zorgax's fleet with relentless efficiency. "Hull breach on decks 7 through 12. A damage control officer reported frantically. "We're venting atmosphere. Engineering is gone. Reactors are going critical." Zorgax felt his bowels turn to ice as the human battleships disgorged swarms of boarding craft, which latched onto the gaping wounds in his dreadnoughts' hulls like hungry ticks. Armored human marines poured into the Valkyrie ships, wielding terrifying energy weapons and advanced exoskeletons that sent Valkyrie defenders flying like ragdolls. The savage primates moved with the speed and coordination of a pack of Tharixian death lions. In a matter of minutes, it was all over. The pride of the Valkyrie Star Empire reduced to drifting wrecks by a species they had dismissed as primitive savages. Zorgax stood on the burning bridge, staring out at the twisted remains of his beautiful ships, scattered across the stars. In the distance, the human fleet regrouped, remarkably intact. A few ships were damaged, but none had been destroyed. As if to mock him, a human transmission blared across the comm, laden with alien laughter and hooting. Zorgax didn't need a translator to understand that they were taunting him. "Not bad for a bunch of small, pathetic ship S.A. Budixino scum," a smug human voice said in badly accented Valkyrie. "Maybe next time you'll think twice before underestimating the primitive humans. Now run along before we really get angry and do to your homeworld what we just did to your precious fleet." Shell-shocked and utterly humiliated, Supreme Commander Zorgax ordered a full retreat. The human ships, satisfied with their total victory, did not pursue. They had made their point loud and clear, shattering Vocari arrogance and proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that when it came to the art of war, never underestimate humanity. As Zorgax slunk away in disgrace, human laughter ringing in his ears, he couldn't shake the feeling that this was only the beginning. He shuddered to think what other nasty surprises those devious, unpredictable humans might have up their sleeves. One thing was certain: the galaxy would never be the same. The humans had arrived, and they had come to conquer. Let the cosmos tremble.